It was those shoes she left staring at me. Those stupid fucking shoes. She left them here on purpose. I know she did. So should I take them back to her? Be a gentleman. After all the shit she put me through, screw her. I broke up with Annabelle 2 weeks ago, and for good reason. She was, well, crazy, really. I didn't trust her, and she was always needing so much from me. Money, sex, power. It was exhausting. Exhilarating, but exhausting. I didn't see her anymore. Not since she left those fucking red shoes in my trunk. Now lately it's just me and my friends. Until I met her. Eventually I did what everyone told me to do, and I asked her out. She was nicer than I thought, laughed at all my jokes. She told me that she was saving up for vet school. We got married after a few years, and every night was perfectly symmetrical. Home, dinner, sex, it was beautifully simple. But I thought about Anna's shoes all the time. I broke up with Annabelle 2 weeks ago, and for good reason. She was crazy. I didn't trust her, and she was always needing so much from me. Money, sex, power. It was exhausting. Exhilarating, but exhausting. She lives in Bushwick now, the cool area, I guess. I hope we can end things on a good note when she says, "Why don't we have a drink?" I'm trying not to think of her smile, her wit, her resilience, her spontaneity. I try to think of her hostility. In that moment, I knew I was never going back to anyone else, ever again. Every day with her was something different. We fought, and some days I thought I loved her. Sometimes we just sat around and talked. She made me laugh, and she was so fun. We could finally breathe and just be together. I broke up with Annabelle 2 weeks ago, and for good reason. I didn't trust her, and she always needed so much from me. Money, sex, power. It was exhausting. She lives in Bushwick now, the cool area, I guess. She wasn't expecting this after what she did to me, what we did to each other. I give her her shoes and she thanks me, says she's been wondering where she left them. She lets me in and we sit together. I tell her about my work, and after a while we start to get along. I ask her about her work. She paints, but never sells the good ones, so she always picks up odd jobs to make up money. A few minutes pass, and she tells me she has to go walk the dogs. She hugs me, and I leave. Everything simultaneously corresponds to three perpendicular futures. Some make lighter decisions, arguing that all possible decisions will occur. But how then could we be responsible for our actions? Some people believe we must commit to all decisions because without commitment, there is chaos. Such people live in contradictory worlds, knowing each has a reason, but never knowing what the reason will be.
Why was his butt so
pronounced
under the sheet?
Why is it so high up?
This is Halle Berry, Chuck. This is Paula Patton. This is Ashanti.
Back it off!
Okay, don't look at the camera. I can come back up.
How familiar are you with Boy Meets World?
Pretty familiar.
Because I'm trying to bang you.
I don't have any jokes.
At least. Don't even be like that.
What the? How can I not be tripping?